Okay, thank you very much. So karibuni sana.
Asante.
Yeah, I think we will not dwell on much. Basically, the purpose of this meeting is to engage, as has been directed by our director, who is Pius Odhiambo. So basically, Mike will engage you on a number of questions.
Okay.
Concerning the development of the website, and of course subsequent integration, integrating other features, including payment and so forth. So I just want us to have some candid discussion, and I want to welcome you in a very big way, so that we can engage on some kind of mutual relationship.
Okay, thank you.
So maybe we can introduce ourselves, Mr. Komala. Let us introduce ourselves here. Mr. Komala.
Oh. I think he has left.
Yeah. Let me admit him again. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, welcome back. Okay, so we want to introduce ourselves. Maybe Bwana Mike, let me start.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Ruben Chemitei from Eldoret, and also a trainer, an ICT trainer at the Eldoret National Polytechnic. And I'm one of the directors in Blue Nile Analytica. Same to Mr. Komala, who is my colleague, and Pius is our Director General. So he has given us this work to discuss some things with you about the website. So okay. I'm here to represent him.
Okay.
Maybe you can take it away so that we can go to Mr. Komala.
Okay, thank you, Ruben. I'm Mboy Michael, the founder of UGM Solutions. So basically, UGM Solutions is an ICT company that specializes in software development. Worked with Pius, I think, way back from 2016, when we first engaged on the first project that was dongrokdala.com, which is sponsored.
Yes, I also have a t-shirt on for Dongrokdala.
Yeah, so that was the first work I did for them.
Okay.
Well, from that time, we've been in touch, and lately, he again engaged me on doing the Kiswate website, which we are still working on, but it's at an advanced stage of almost completion. And then he mentioned that he needed another website to, let me just say, a system for the Blue Nile Analytica, and we talked. We say that we'll be engaging with you guys, yes. And it's a pleasure meeting you finally. But
yeah,
generally,
okay, thank you very much, Mike. Mr. Komala, take it away.
Yeah, so as Bwana Chemte has iterated, Komala, and I assist with technical duties at Blue Nile Analytica. So Bwana Pius assigned us some roles to come and discuss the website with you guys, with you as the developer in charge. And we just wanted to have a discussion, a candid discussion of whatever our requirements are, and ways on how you as the developer can implement them for better performance in a way, and to be able to achieve the best results that can be able to better our objectives at the end of the day. Yeah, so yeah, without much further ado, I think we can carry on.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Komala. So, Mr. Mike, welcome on board. Probably I can give briefly about our expectation in terms of where we are moving to. I think being a consultancy and training firm, we really want our website. At the end of the day, we would wish to have a website which can give several of the contemporary features that can enable us to transact business on the net. Just to tell you that we will be doing we'll be giving a number of services, one of which is training, and specifically training in data science, and anything that revolves around data science, the issue of structured query languages, the issue of we have business intelligence systems, we have machine learning, all those things. Our anticipation is that we are looking forward to partner with organizations, particularly when it comes to mining data, and some of the tools that we'll be using, we will as well be teaching others, so that they are able to teach others, and they're also able to use that skill to carry out some kind of analysis and data mining for companies. One of the questions that has been talked about has been, Safaricom, for example, employing data scientists, so that their enormous data can be analyzed and information can be obtained that can inform business and so forth. So we are looking at a number of things. Of course, we are trying from some point, and I know with time we will be able to get some proper direction. So otherwise, I don't know if my colleague Mr. Komala can add something in terms of what are we foreseeing, in the coming years, as far as this website is continued. Because I want to believe website development is a continuous process, and you develop, you start from some point, you keep integrating, you keep updating, and so on and so on and so on. Mr. Komala, maybe you can add something, the aspiration of the company, the aspiration of the Director General.
Okay, so what we expect from the website or the system, I think this is past the website. It's more of a system, because some of the functionalities that our director put across was something to do with maybe downloading of brochures, having this profile section where we can have like the details of those who work, who are members of that organizations, where they can have their details and so on and so forth. And also, if I look at it, you see there is, at one point, we might want to turn it into, or have a section where we have like an online manager e-learning platform, where now we can have like lecturers or people who are engaged in tutoring have their notes over there. So students might access those notes, and even the lecturers might have the additional materials, and even provide online cards or assessment tests, where they give you a specific time, and where when that time reaches, the card is automatically activated. And let's say it's been allocated 1 hour, then a specific time is given. When that time reaches, it just automatically activates, and you are able to take your card. Yeah. So those are some of the things we expect to have, as it has been iterated earlier, that this is gonna be a progressive thing. Yeah, and we can always again reach out and have these discussions to see where we are at and what do we need to improve on. The other thing is also based on what I would like to ask Mike is that when you're hosting the system, are you using, if we are going to have more and more people or students coming on board, then I think the virtual private server are more of a better choice because of whatever traffic or bandwidth they can handle. So for that, I don't know, maybe you can make a few clarifications. And also, when it comes to, let's say, how we're gonna be communicating, is there like SMTP kind of email server where we can have our own email as DNA that we can always use to communicate with people? Is that going to be part of the configuration? Yeah, I think you can address those, then can continue from there.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Komala. I think you have shed some light more than myself on the issue of you are using the. I think you are using the right terms. I hope Mr. Mike has been taking note, and I want at this point to give to Mike probably the first to ask any question to us, and then secondly, I was trying to look at the invoice, or I mean at the quotation that you shared with us, and I think we talk about the domain registration, hosting subscription, system design and so forth. Maybe if you could take us through a little bit, trying to explain to us so that then we can be able to engage on when we are speaking on the same page, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let me start with how it came up. So Mr. Pius mentioned that he needed a website. Actually, mentioned that it was to be done in a day by first. So I think we are already a day past the deadline. So what he shared is he shared the logo and shared an application form for, I think, students, and what is entails in the section where in the invoice there's that section for system development. So basically the scope of that was to develop some kind of a public website, and then have a module where applicants can submit applications online, and then a dashboard where an admin is able to retrieve those applications and access them. So that was the extent of the system development. Then he mentioned some payment integration. He needed, I don't know whether it's donors or who is supposed to pay, but that's how we came up with the M-Pesa integration. And I mentioned that when it comes to bank integrations, currently there are lots of restrictions when it comes to central bank and the commercial banks. So commercial banks don't allow also access to their APIs. They only do that through third parties. For example, PayPal, we can use PesaPal, there is iPay. So those are already accredited collectors that have been accredited by the, what we call the central bank, to collect money. So if you are coming up in as an independent or an independent organization or an NGO, there's a lot of restrictions when it comes to card integrations. M-Pesa is easy, but for card integrations, because of money laundering issues, there are a lot of restrictions. But I say that we'll explore options with the banks and see if there is that possibility. If they don't allow, we can leverage on these other third-party platforms and integrate them. So I think that's the scope. When it comes to hosting and the domain, we already registered a domain. I don't know whether I shared, but we already registered a domain that is bnanalytica.org. And I already created one email address that is info and share the credentials with him. So for emails, we'll be able to create unlimited emails associated with the domains, and they have SMTP, which we will be able to configure for systems notifications. For example, when someone registers, we'll be able to send them a system, email notification that is associated with the domain. So that is already there. When it comes to what you have mentioned on e-learning, I think that can come later. Fortunately, as Eugene Solutions, we have ready e-learning platforms that we have already implemented to institutions like Bandari Maritime Academy. We have the Kenya Institute of Bankers, the Federation for East African Freight Forwarders, who are already using our e-learning platform integrated with interactive content. So when it reaches that time, I don't think we'll have an issue with that. We'll be able to just integrate and provide that. But in this space, I think it is out of scope. The request is, I've not seen any document on the organization itself. So when it comes to working on the public website, I've somehow been unable to actually start working on it because I don't have any write-up on the organization. So if you can have that, you can share to enable us, proceed with the work.
You mean maybe, Mr. Mike, you mean
Yes.
some kind of company profile or something?
Sure, like a company profile will do. Yeah.
Some kind of about the company, what they do, photos here and there.
And such, yeah.
Or vision, mission, and so forth.
And once we get that one, we'll be able to design the public portal, because I think when someone lands on the website, those are some of the information they will be looking for before they even make application. Yeah.
True.
I think it's just that from my end. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it is well said. Of course, we thank you for shedding light on that. Maybe I would find out if my colleague has some questions. I have one or two. Kamala, if you have any questions, probably you can ask Mike.
Okay, I don't think I have any more questions. Because he's shedded more light on whatever issues I had for now. Yeah.
Okay. Now maybe I can ask, but allow me to ask from a layman's language.
Yes.
so that sometimes when you use this ICT jargon, they become a bit trickier. Now, my colleague talked about the component of e-learning.
Yes.
And you've indicated very well that, of course, in due course, it will come along.
Yeah.
But with the invoice that you've given, is it part of this? Is it aside from this?
No, it's not part of that. Yeah.
So when it reaches that time, we will be talking about some more money to your pocket.
Sure.
Okay. Now there is the issue of third-party platforms.
Sorry?
I came across. I'm one person who has been paying through PayPal.
Yes.
And I came across, that was, I think, last year. Oh no, before, I think during COVID.
Yes.
I came across, some information that you can now pay M-Pesa you can pay through M-Pesa to PayPal. I don't know if you have any information on the same, or I don't know. And probably if you could give us the concept how it works, because we are saying you can pay through M-Pesa. I don't know how they are connected to PayPal. Well, I didn't follow it. I don't know if you come across it. Maybe you can shed more light, and probably if there is some concept of how they are integrated or something like that.
Okay, for PayPal, I'm not sure how they accept the M-Pesa. Yes, for the local ones, for example, PesaPal, what they have done is, if you have used eCitizen platform, let me use that one. I think it's more familiar. If you have used eCitizen platform, when you get to the payment section, there's an option of choosing whether to pay through M-Pesa, pay through card.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. So these are the third-party platform. For example, PesaPal is exactly similar with the eCitizen payment platform. So they have all those payment methods into one. So once you get there, you just choose the one that you want to use. And when it comes to integrating third party, personally, I'll recommend the local ones because they are easy to use. Two is when it comes to support issues, PayPal, for example, doesn't give priority to, let me just say, Africa generally. You can follow up on PayPal support for even a week for them to sort you out. But when it comes to local ones, you can, if there is an issue, there's a possibility of even you walking into their offices and getting first-hand support. So I'll suggest we consider local ones as opposed to PayPal or these international organizations. Yes, they are good, but also they don't have local payment methods. So like PayPal doesn't have, they are not, yes, you can withdraw from PayPal to M-Pesa, but now when it comes to someone who wants to make payment and they have M-Pesa, they cannot make that payment directly on PayPal or Airtel Money. So that is on payment. Then I think you mentioned something to do with the VPS. I didn't highlight on it. So the way we have handled hosting, we subscribed to a shared hosting package of I think it was around 3,100. So that one allows us access to webmails, which we are using for unlimited emails. But when it comes to system, shared hosting doesn't allow, it's not good for system hosting. So again, we have subscribed to a VPS. The VPS that we have subscribed to is a DigitalOcean one. It is an international one, which is going for $6 per month, and we are going to pay for a year. So that is basically $6 times, approximately $6 times 12. Which is $72, close to 8,500 currently, because dollar rates are quite bad recently. But we have we have VPS for the system, and we have the shared hosting, which we can later use for the website and emails. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Kamala, you have something?
No, I think he clarified the points I had. Yeah. So. Yeah,
I think probably Mike, if you could, if you can try and research, yes, try to find out with the banks, the issue that you have mentioned there.
Yeah.
About the support, the support, the restrictions, the policies. so that it informs us what direction we can take.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes.
I'm saying I'll do that probably by tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, I think, probably the last question is, now that we are beginning a journey, we don't know it might end when or where, as long as we are alive. Yeah. I would wish that you consider some discounted kind of, charge, so that because you understand where we are coming from and you know where we are headed.
Okay.
Yes, maybe I don't know. To us Kenyans, when you talk about 100,000,
Yes.
so it's too much for us, and we are brothers. We are working together. We need each other.
Yeah.
Some kind, so that we are happy and we are going on together, all of us.
Okay. The easiest way is getting the budget that you have. Then based on that, I'll be able to advise on first implementation of the project. So we can say that with that budget, maybe we'll be able to achieve 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then later on scale forward.
Yes.
You see, like when it comes to payment integration, we are not going to launch the system today and people start paying immediately. So such can maybe come at a later stage. First of all, we can concentrate on having the platform and then making creating some awareness that it exists, and also onboarding users. Then after that, again, now we can plan for the payment integration. After the users are now able to pay, we can now again see what next can we implement. Is it e-learning, or what other feature users requiring most? I mean, then we implement it in stages. Because when it comes to systems, they might be expensive if you consider doing the whole thing in phase 1. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Some of these systems, you learn as you go along.
Yeah, sure.
And on need basis, you can now be able to skew it to your needs and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think unless my colleague has something, Mr. Komala, or you are okay?
So this to Mike, just something that we saw that it was critical. So we wanted that the users, or if somebody was interested on the services offered at BNA, then they could have a place where they could download the brochures of the courses offered. So we are requesting if that can be part of that website for the first phase earlier on. So
sure, that is doable. You just you will, when you are sharing the profile, you can also share the courses. You'll be able to implement that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so I think we are coming towards the end, and I think I thank you for the time, and thank you for the discussions that we've had. I think my colleague will now agree that we need the to move very fast to develop the profile, and so forth. Yeah, we are actually doing many things at the same time.
Right.
So I think we will be engaging you either on individual level or as a group. Once we get to the larger team, including the Director General, so that we'll be getting back to you from time to time.
That's okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I thank you very much. I think we can end the meeting and probably talk at some later date.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Komala.
Yep.
So how do I save my recording? I stop. Just stop.
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah, I'm used to Microsoft Teams, so this one. Yes, you receive an email notification. Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank
I
you.
think you can leave at your own pleasure. Thank you.